Hello. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to reliably get your robot to a spot on the board and get there fairly close to the same spot every time. First, I'm going to show you the way most of you are doing it now. I'm just going to move and turn and move and turn and move and turn. Here's a little program. It moves forward 6 inches, turns left 90 degrees, moves forward 6 inches, turns right 90 degrees, moves forward 6 inches, turns left 90 degrees, and moves forward 6 inches and stops. So I'm going to show you a video of what this program looks like. See, it just moves forward and then it stops. And you notice that I put these red and black lines with electrician's tape on the board, and I'll show you how I'm going to use those to make a more reliable program. So here's a second program that actually makes the same moves, but it will be more reliable, and I'll show you the results in a little bit. So this one moves forward 5 inches, then it goes to a thing called align 5. So let's look inside the align block. Basically what it does is a 5 is red, so it's going to find a red line. And it's going to move forward till both sensors see the selected color, which in this case is red. Then it's going to move back slowly till it sees white again. And we go inside the color finder, my block, we'll see that we move both motors forward until they see the selected color, which in this case is red, and then they stop. So if I can get back to my program, so we see we use the align block to a red, then we turn left just like the other program, move forward 5 inches, then look for black, move forward 5 inches, then look for red, move forward. What's this? Turn. Oh, do we have a turn? We have turns in here too. Turn left, then this turn right, turn left, then move forward 5 inches, and then stop. So let's see what this one looks like. We'll go back to here. Look at the next window. And it's going to look pretty much like it does the same thing. You see the robot is aligning with the lines it sees. So that looks like, just looking at it, I'd say they do about the same thing. They should get to about the same spot. But let's look a little closer. Here is a tape measure showing the red spots are what I did is every time I ran this mission, 10 or 15, 12 times. Let's see, I went 7 times with the light sensors and 5 times just running it with just the turns in motion. We'll see the black marks of the turns without alignment were spread over about 4 inches, whereas the red marks of the times I ran it with the light sensors, it spread over about 1 inch, which is a lot more accurate. So that just shows us how we can get a little bit more accurate program to get reliably to a spot on the board. And this is pretty easy. Moving only 24 inches is not far. I saw many of you moving 40, 50 inches across the board, making a turn and expecting to get to a fairly precise location. And that's not likely to happen if you don't do some kind of alignment along the way to find a better position. And I'm going to show you one more thing. This is a little line follower. And we can see if you have a line we want to follow, we can use a sensor to follow a line. And what this one does is follows the line, and as soon as the other light sensor sees red, it stops. Let's see if I can find the code for that. This is the code for that, and it's pretty complicated, relatively speaking, but I can send it along with this video and you can take a look at it and see if you can make sense of it. What it really does is there's a multiplier here, which is set to about 1.5. So it takes the difference between, this is a light measurement. Instead of comparing it to a color, it's just measuring the amount of light reflected. And I determined that that white was about the white was about 0, black was about 0, and white was about 56. So the value right between them is 28. So I subtract 28 from whatever light value I see and make a proportional change. And let's see, walk this over, and then I make the change equal to the steering into a block, and then when I see red, I stop. Fairly simple, and I'll send this along as well. Well, I hope this helps. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks a lot. Bye.